Throwback to when quarantine just started back in Spain and I was still stuck there. So why not just improve on my kick-ass cooking skills?
So we decided to go cheap for today. I decided to treat myself with some Wellington steak. It's kind of challenging, but we'll see. We're not gonna shame Gordon Ramsay for his lovely chef skills because I am watching his video for that steak Wellington and make a full course of meal. Let's see how it turns out with my somewhat horrible cooking skills, and during this time we can get to know each other a little bit. So on to this cooking challenge we go. Off to the supermarket for the ingredients. So now I'm at the supermarket and I have a little bottle of wine here. Like hipster piece of trash I am. This is only €5 because wines are so cheap here that you cannot imagine how good or bad they taste. So first, the entry is mozzarella cheese with tomato salad, and the second one is gambas and avocado tarta. The third one, which is the main course, beef Wellington, and the fourth one is the dessert. The dessert is gonna be apple pie because I'm gonna use soupy. I'll call it flour flat sheets. The flour flat sheets that we use for the Wellington steak, and make some apple pie out of that. So we're now at the jamon section, which is the spirit of Wellington steak. We're at Spain right now, so the jamon is everywhere. We got a counter right here for freshly sliced jamon, and this is one of the best places because I love jamon. It's one of the snacks that I love. I've got all my food. Ta-da! So now back home and going to make the mushroom filling. How are you supposed to call it? I don't know. The mushroom is already in the food processor. This is the onion for the topping and some garlic ASMR. It actually peels so well today. Normally they don't peel this well. And we're gonna chop those babies up. This is the blade and I forgot to add it in. It's not gonna do anything to the food processor. As I finish up the grinding, I'm gonna be a cooking guru someday. Okay, that's not important. So here, the main point is just to fry everything until the mushroom stuffing is all dried up. Otherwise, later it will interfere with the wrapping steak. It will be all a pile of slump somehow. So now we're done with the mushroom filling. I somehow forget a mushroom, this lonely little guy right here. We're just gonna let this guy continue to be an orphan and not join our digestive system trip. I am so hungry. I'm like a hungry big ass lion. Now is 4:33. I think I'll eat this meal at like 8:30. Hopefully everything goes well and I can eat earlier because I don't want to suffer. I am hangry now. And I cannot control, I'm just snacking everything that I have in a room. So hopefully I won't die and I can sustain 3 hours without not eating my main course at the end. You can do this, you can do this. According to the menu, it is beef lip, and I really don't know what this is going on. So before frying, we got to massage the beef with the tenderness. People on the internet really don't understand. Ooh, those baby hams, it's so juicy, and I feel like my cinematography is like horrible in this video. So it feels like a mask like this. It smells so hamon. Okay, now it is the most important step because we're gonna wrap this baby up as tightly as possible, like skin tight. Like it's pretty much your dermis and your epidermis together like that. That's the skin of the anatomy of the human body. If that analogy is right, like you can't peel it off, right? This is how tight it's supposed to be. A nice little tip here, just twisting and twisting it like a candy wrap to add some tightness to the wrap. Then now it is time to wrap it around the puff pastries, but I don't think I even bought the right one because I Google translated it and it was even the wrong one, and searching it again, it's called puff pastries. Anyways, just please enjoy this trashy cooking content and ignore the fact that I don't know what this puff pastry thing is. So, big mystery here. Did I fail the steak? Let's find out later. We're gonna imitate how Gordon Ramsay cuts this avocado in like a athletic slice action. I did it! Oh wow, I never get to pluck the seed out like this. We don't have a mold, so this is from a plastic random wrapping that I cut off of. So this is some creative right here. And you can use this as a molder. Slice the tomato, smash the avocado, season it with some soy sauce and fry the shrimp, and wham bam, yes man. And just add everything into this thing and shape it and you're done. For entry, we have mozzarella and sesame leaves salad. Is the translation from Chinese. This is just recreating and assembling everything together. Kitchen dummy like me, I can make it too. First, just peel the apple, then slice up it into little pieces, like maybe 2 to 3 centimeters, that's good enough. And I didn't know, the apple seeds were so hard to chop off. Then add cinnamon powder and tons of sugar to fry it. Fry it until sweetly caramelized and you're all done. The color is like this golden brown. It is so pretty. Oh god, look at it. Then finally ready to wrap those golden brown babies up in those puff pastries and seal the puff pastry up with like sealing a love letter with a kiss. But no, we're just using water here. And of course we're not using saliva, it's just for sanitary purposes. And stick them in the oven. Time to get to know each other a little bit. Now I've got my appetizer ready. I am an impatient person with a millennial attention span. I cannot wait to start eating this. Avocado, shrimp, and tomato are the perfect match. So for Valentine's Day, this is my thoughts on dating and having a boyfriend and being single. Well, to all the single girls out there, please don't feel so shitty or lonely or need a guy for you to complete your life. You are independent, kick-ass human beings when you're single. Gain confidence from something you love doing. Try something new and you will find infinite possibilities in life. I feel like I'm just saying some inspirational bullshit, but it really makes sense. Once you go through your growth and experience life, you will find the lessons through your experiences. Just learn to love yourself. It's something that's so important. When we're falling in love, is love just this hormone called oxytocin and dopamine just messing around in our brain? Whatever we imagine and how those rom-coms romanticize those love feelings, it's just fake. Well, love somehow is for a reproduction purpose. And as a 20-year-old, my egg's not gonna fucking die. My menopause is gonna come in 40 years. When I'm 55, I still got quite a lot of years for having a kid. So that's not a big problem. And one thing that is so important is that there is nothing called conditional happiness. Whenever you reach a goal of like 1 million subscribers or going to your dream college, those happiness fade away. We get a higher happiness threshold because once you get used to this circumstance, you want more and more and more. For normal people who do not have depression, happy with the stuff you have and your current circumstances actually changes your mindset so much. And getting a guy for your life won't change anything. You gotta learn to love yourself first in order to have another guy to love you. Because whenever two people are in a relationship, they are still two individual beings. Like your boyfriend can help you improve yourself or help you find your goals in life or what you want to do in life. It's something that you gotta work on your inner self. I really trained myself to be alone with myself. I think I spend a little bit too much time alone. So when you're swiping through the dating app, it just feels like it's like a lottery thing. Whenever this other male will press the like button and you press that like button, you two somehow get along together. I only tried it like once and I never met up with someone. Break. I feel like love isn't supposed to be like this, just swiping through dating apps, because as Asians, I'm such a conservative bitch. I don't use dating apps. The real life dating, how would I put this Tinder date thing into a real life? It would be sculpting a sculpture from clay. Clay is one of the best metaphors that I can compare to a relationship because it really gives that mind of two people trying to nourish a relationship and help each other on the way. As we sculpt it and sculpt it, we two both add something into the sculpting process and we make this relationship into a art piece that we really both like and we nourish it. The clay starts as a clump, right? You need to put your time, energy, and hands into this project and nourish it, make it into the best version of the sculpture art piece as possible. And this clay is owned by two people, and we just start making it until to a point that we like it and we'll keep it. If you keep this sculpture, it's a marriage and you continue to sculpt it for the rest of your life. And if you don't keep it, you will smash it back and break it. It's kind of like just breaking up. Because some of the biggest reasons that breakups happen, you cannot change anything about it. It's not about money or appearance things. It's about not sexually match, no common goals, growth doesn't match, and family doesn't match. If one person is here and the other person's growing so fast and learning so fast, the other person cannot catch up with this faster person and there will be a gap in between. People need to have common interests or even sexual life that doesn't match. That's also a big problem, but I've never had sex, so that's another story that we can talk about when I have sex. Also, values of spending money is different. Marriage is about not just two people coming together as a union, but two families. You got to know their mom and dad, and he got to know your mom and dad, and it is a big change. And if this thing doesn't come along, we two just smash it back into a clay and split the clay apart after we break up. Breakup moment literally hurts. It's not joking that breakup is a mental pain. Your body can have pain and your heart and your emotion can have pain too. It's not something absurd or crazy to talk about when you have a broken heart. It legit means your heart is broken because this person used to be in your life so much and he or she just left. And I feel like after breaking up, two people are just back on their parallel lines. When you're dating, you're like a grumble of line that's twisted together like a yarn, but once you break off, the yarn just starts to unravel and you become two parallel lines. And it takes time for this yarn and clay to get remodeled and straightened back again. This is my favorite quote from the Bible, which is about love. I will type it here. Well, there's no perfect match, but you need to sculpt the relationship together, make it to the best version of yourself, because when you're in a relationship, you grow together, be a stronger version and a better version of yourself. That's how you know that is a right relationship for you. Let's go clean. I am done eating, but now is up to the cleanings. This is the truth of cooking at home. I had a lot of fun time doing this steak Wellington. There's a lot of things that I can improve on it. I feel like life is just also this trial and error. Life is also like the oven with a lot of good timing, with a lot of choices you make, and just try new things. So some takeaway message for making food at home is that I really do appreciate the chefs in the restaurant, because those food take a goddamn long time to make. If you want to actually enjoy dinner and not put so much work in it, I do recommend you go outside to eat instead of eat at home. That is the biggest lesson.